Hi, my name is Jody Lay. I'm the Chief of Police for the Terrell Police Department. The purpose of this video today is to give you, the citizen, an opportunity to tour our police department. The police department is actually comprised of 3 separate buildings in 3 different locations within the city. The building that's considered the main police department is located here at 201 East Nash Street. Throughout the course of this video, we're going to take a close look at 2 of those locations, and we're going to talk about the 3rd location. With an entrance for citizens and walk-up services, this site serves as office space for more than 43 employees, police officers, and support staff. There are not enough parking spaces for all the police vehicles. They are not fenced, secured, or protected.
What you see here is an example of how inside the main police building, 23 patrol officers share an 11-foot by 22-foot office. This space also serves as the men's locker room, patrol briefing room, sergeant's office, and even the holding area for juvenile offenders. Shift change is overcrowded and cramped. Since patrol officers do not have desks, these lockers are used to store uniforms, personal items, and material used in their police vehicles. This space is also the sergeant's office, where 4 sergeants share 1 desk. There is no storage area or file cabinets for our supervisory materials or confidential items.
It's very customary at the end of a patrol officer's shift that he has paperwork and other things that have to be accomplished before they can go home. At shift change, we have a number of officers in here and all of our computers are occupied. As you can see in the hallway, we had to add an evidence processing station with 2 computer terminals to allow officers to complete their reports before they go home. Down the hallway, the communication center serves several purposes. It serves as storage for radio equipment and other supplies. It is also the location for the cramped, dark site for the 911 call center to dispatch police and fire services. Staff members perform their duties for long hours without any exposure to natural light. The main police facility has 1 restroom which is utilized by all 43 staff members. Men and women use the same bathroom. After someone is arrested, a municipal judge must formally read the charges against the person. The police department has no place for this procedure. Currently, our municipal judges have 2 options, either video arraignment or face-to-face arraignment in the jail facility. The judge can either conduct video arraignment from a small cubicle located in the municipal court area of City Hall. However, this procedure sometimes is cumbersome. Or the judge can utilize a talk-through space in a steel door that separates the police department from the jail facility and is located at the end of the hallway. Evidence is cataloged, entered into the computer system, temporarily stored, and locked in these small lockers. It will eventually be moved to its permanent secured location known as our evidence storage site. Some of the evidence must be taken to a distant site and processed. Since there is no interview rooms in the main police facility, a detective must transport a prisoner to our 2nd police site to conduct an interrogation. Anytime a prisoner is transferred to another location by an officer, it poses a security risk. This is the 2nd location for the Terrell Police Department, located at 115 North Adelaide Street. This is typically referred to by most as the old City Hall building. It houses our Criminal Investigations Division, Quartermastery, and our Forensics Examination Room. This building is over 100 years old. It's been renovated numerous times, but it's never been specifically designed or adapted to accommodate police services. Our forensics technician uses a room at this location to examine evidence.
The space that I'm standing in 100 years ago was used as the Terrell Police Department jail. In fact, some of the features are still in place. Today I use it as the Terrell Police Department Forensic Processing Center. This space does not have an appropriate modern forensic lab or workroom. The walls are crumbling and deteriorating. There is also no counter space to lay out evidence for examination. Because the chemicals used to lift fingerprints off of evidence is so strong and we don't have a ventilation system, I have to process the evidence with great caution to make sure I don't inhale the fumes and the senior citizens next door are not exposed to them either.
One of the most critical aspects of any successful organization is communication. The building that the employees work in is very significant and can contribute or detract from our ability to communicate. In this office building on the second floor, we have 4 criminal investigators in this office. As you can see, it's very cramped. Also on this floor, scattered about this building, we have 4 additional investigators and 2 command staff officers. We currently use closets for 2 interrogation rooms in the CID building.
We do not have any space in this facility where we can interview citizens who are victims of crime. Interrogation rooms are for offenders. We need a space that is friendly and comfortable for victims to come in and tell us what occurred and know that we care. It's part of our job to make victims comfortable, and this facility has inefficiencies, and it's hard for us to be able to keep suspects and their families separate from victims and their families when we're investigating the crime.
The third location that we promised you we'd talk about is known as our property room, where long-term evidence is stored, and is a building that is basically 4,600 square feet. This site is used to store a variety of items related to criminal cases. In some cases, evidence must be stored for long-term, 20 years and even more. Evidence from homicides and suicides must be stored perpetually. Standards for storing evidence are changing as new technology and facility requirements evolve. The new standard for storing evidence, such as guns and drugs, is to secure them in vaults. Garage bays are also needed to process vehicle evidence in a controlled environment. Law enforcement has changed greatly in the last 35 years since this building was constructed. The Terrell Police Department and the way we do business has changed significantly as well, not only with the number of people who occupy this building, but also the types of services that we provide our citizens. At the Terrell Police Department, we do everything we can do to maintain professional standards in our daily operations. However, due to the age of our facility and the constraints of the space in our facility, it makes it terribly difficult and inefficient to do so. Things that could usually take 5 minutes to do, in some cases takes us 30 to 45 minutes to do due to these inefficiencies. Just imagine the quality service that we could provide our citizens if we had a building that would support our operations and help us do the job, as opposed to constrain our ability to do the job. Law enforcement has entered the 21st century. The Terrell Police Department has entered the 21st century, and we need a police building that's going to support our ability to provide quality customer service to our citizens.
Terrell is about building a better tomorrow. Well, our jail facility is not a better tomorrow. It's still outdated, and that was yesteryear, so we need to move forward. We're in the 21st century, so it's time to do something different.
Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video today. If you or anyone you know would be interested in taking a personal tour of the Terrell Police Department, please don't hesitate to call me at 972-551-6622. We all want to provide the best in law enforcement and public safety services to our community that we possibly can. Thank you.